Well, hello and welcome in. How's everybody today? Time to look at the new mods that came out today. Looks like we've got several. Okay, let's get into the game itself. And look, we got two maps. I got 6, 12, 18, 24. So 6. Looks like several new mods and quite a few updates we've got today. Let's start off with this map here. Go to the screenshots. It's got some decent looking equipment in it. Looks like there's your shop. There's your map. Got a canal. Looks like it's got a couple points of interest. Your main farm. Secondary farm maybe. And then looks like it's just a big field map. I'm personally not going to download this one, but we've got, let's see here. With that map, we'll pop into it here on there. It's got 8 required mods. Download with it. Okay, this is South American map. Map includes 29 medium and large fields. There's 29 of them there. Okay. Machine workshop. Town has a market that accepts various products. Fuel station located on the roadside. Grains can be sold at the grain mill. The town also features market and covered fair area. Need time, take a trailer to the lime vendor. You can also sell stones at this location. Map also includes sugarcane plant. Okay, well, it's got a lot of stuff, but there's your 6 required mods at the top of the screen. And looks like the same pictures that we had before. Alright, well, moving on to the next map. Okay, we got Valley Falls. I did download this one, so I'll probably be doing a tour on it later. It's a pretty decent little looking map, just from the pictures I've seen. Looks like it's got several fields to choose from. Looks like they got bored and filled in all the spots with trees. Yeah, they just threw trees in wherever they needed to. That's a creepy picture. I don't like that bot. This AI doesn't do worth a dang. It's personal. Alright. Looks like get some greenhouses and whatnot on this map. And this is Valley Falls. And then we'll get over here to what's the required mods? None. And can be cut to expand existing fields. All hedges can be cut to expand fields. New crops, rye, spelt, triticale, green rye, vetch rye, mustard, hummus active, silage maize, flowering, catch crops, winter wheat, summer barley, alfalfa, poppy, and clover. Alright, you get 220 acres of arable farming on 101 field. So they're all about, we got 101 fields and they're 220 acres. Yeah, you do the math. Not very big fields. All viable production chains also by the farmland. You will find most of the production chains within the map. Alright. Moving on. Back to 25. Okay, we got the New Holland T4 series. Consumption 30 LH, 35 liters an hour, 40 liters an hour. Wow. We've got 74, 85, and 95 horsepower. Ooh. These are itty bitty guys. Something to put the kids on so you feel safe. And we'll head out here, and it's the same. Looks like everything's the same that's in the main store all the way through, of course. And we'll go to Oberthal. It's going to have 6 required mods for it. This is just an update if you haven't had it before. It's a European map. Version 1.100. Onion placement corrected. Decorative grass stable can be placed with renewable pasture again. Trigger for chicken crib delivery enlarged. Script for disabling the time limit for missions reserved can now be enabled, disabled in the settings. Sales of decorations for all farms collected. New save game is recommended. Alright guys, there's that for Orbital. Then they got the multi-map. It's going to have 4 required mods for it. There's the map. Sorry I didn't show you on the last one. I'll back up here real quick. We'll go back to the Orbital, and just in case you don't have the map. I mean, it is an update. So if you don't know what Orbital looks like, I'll give you a quick glance at this. It's a pretty map. Gotta give it that. Alright, moving on. Back to multi-map. And we'll do the screenshots here. And there's a lot similars in these maps. Man, at least this right here doesn't say, giants. And it looks, like a big erect pile of junk in the middle of your map that says, "Hi, we're giants." Well, that takes care of the maps that were out. Now, we'll just head to the regular game, and we'll get into, we got a telehandler here. It's 75 horse, and it'll cost you $60,000. Woohoo, nice. Alright, and then we got the Ropa pack. Which this pack has the Keeler 2, cost you $190,000 at 200 horse. It's got a working width of 1.5 meters. Wow. Supports onions with DLC. I thought that said multicolor bacon. Okay, the next vehicle is working speed is 40 to 50. Well, top speed. Engine power is 796 to 996. That thing's got some harvest, sugar beets, red beets, carrots, parsnips, potatoes, pears, green beans. Peas, green beans. Why did I say pears? Spinach and onions with DLC. And that is the Roper Trigger 6S. So that must be the one of these heads. Engine power of 354 to 454. It's got a 10.2 meter working width. Handle sugar beets, red beets, carrots, parsnips, potatoes, onions. Okay, this one is 354 to 454 horse, and it handles root crops, beet harvester head. And another root crop beet harvester header. And it's got a 4 meter, and the other one has a, doesn't say. Oh, that's a trailer. They take the roper trailer for the header. And this is a 9x45 potato beet harvester. So it's got all of the harvesters and the heads. So it's kind of like the lizard pack that came out, the colossal one. It's just another pack with all the different implements and everything else for your potatoes, your sugar beets, your everything. Oops, there's more equipment for it. Alright, looks good. Then we got this trailer here, what I call the big vacuums. This will cost you $15,000, and it's got a 38,000 liter capacity. That's good for getting a couple fields in, at least getting it all vacuumed up. Alright, let me move on to our trailers here. We've got, working with the 12 meters, pretty much standard on all of them. It's just the capacity is going to change between, looks like the largest one, the capacity is 41.3 and it to 59.9. And then it's going to go 37.3 to 55.9. And then looks like those two trailers are about the same on capacity. This one's just a little bit smaller, and that's about the same as the other one above it. So it's like got a small trailer, 2 medium, and 2 large trailers, and they handle pretty much whatever they can. Well, it looks like an augers on the back of the trailer, so you know what to handle. Yep. And moving on, when we had more trailers. These are metal tipping trailers, metallic. And they got a 14,000, 21,000, and a 27 to 37,000 liters. We got 2 dual axle and a triple axle. All right. For you loggers, these, let's see here, Trainable Mega offers 2 types of mega timber. Long timber and light and standard. Okay. Not bad. So we got they got the fender configuration, color configuration, design, color configuration, tire configuration, and rim color configuration. So you got all different types of configurations on these. So some more log trailers for you all. Moving on. And now we got this Skin Roll Cultivator 3030. It's 15 miles an hour, 110 horse, and it's got a 3 meter width, something for your small tractor to run around with and cultivate. And we got ourselves a sprayer. Looks like it's one of the backpack style sprayers that go on the back of your tractor, working with 21 meters, 15 miles an hour. It only takes 70 horsepower. And you've got 1,013 and 1,500 liters. 21, not bad. It really stretches out there. Nice. Okay, so let's move on. Well, there's some more weights. 1,200 bucks. There you go. Another weight for you. Movable mirrors. Let's look at the screenshot. So you can actually select your mirror. Cool. Movable mirrors. It tells you what buttons are going to be which. So that's your 3 pictures for that. You just got to watch that mirror right there where my cursor's at. Apparently you can't move them. Yeah, but the question is it worth getting? I mean, you might be able to move them, but can you use them? Yeah, it looks like this is where we start with all the updates right here. This is all updates. So, if you've got any of the fire trucks or the ambulances, it looks like we've got a whole fleet. It looks like we've got the EMTs, we've got the paramedics, we've got the another paramedic style. Oh, this is basically like what you see your emergency response people in. Then your firefighters. They got all three of their rigs. You got your ladder truck, you got your hose truck, and then you've got your chemical truck. So, all right. And here's the rest of them. These are all yesterday's, but here's the crop rotation is an update. Cow's Farm is an update. The vehicle assistance system. These are all updates from mods we've had for a long time. So I'm really not going to get into the updates. I mean, they've done a few things to these that just updated them. So if you have any of the fire equipment, they'll be waiting for you when you get in. All right. Well, that covers what's in here. So what's not in here? This will also cover what's in here. So what's not in here today. So far, they say we have 59 today. Let's see what 59 they are talking about. So far, looks like we've got everything there in the store. Movable mirrors. What speed limit? Oh yeah, that was another one that was in there. I didn't go over. I'm sorry. Basically, all this does is remove the speed limit. So you can go as fast as you want in the fields. Like if you have a plowing thing, it's only like 10 miles an hour. With that mod, you can do it at 110 miles an hour, supposedly. Crossplay GPS extension. That was also in there. Orbital and Homestead. Homestead's another update map that I don't think was in there, was it? Was Homestead in here? Orbital. No, it was not. No, it was not. So, Homestead. There's another updated map. And you can get this with farmingsimulator.com. So, another Homestead. That must have been the map from last week. Or not last week, but yesterday. Yeah, that's that map from yesterday. My bad. Moving on. Okay, now we're down into these equipment. Auto load pallets update. Small farm package update. Yep, these are all the same. There's an update I don't think was in Farm Sim. No, it was. My bad. It was there. Map supplementary pack. Power tools. I don't remember power tools being in here. Oh, it was power tools. We're getting down towards the end here. Alright. Which is a good thing because my power tools were messing up bad. Crop rotation. 360 floodlights. I don't think that was in there. Let's take a look. 360 floodlights. Anybody? Anybody? Alright, okay, we found where we need to be. Alright, the 360 floodlights. Those are nice to have. GameStream.com. Okay, well, I don't know if I'm going to trust that, but at least there's that. And we are at King's Mod right now. So you can pick that up there. Looks like the Fent got the 700, 800 TMS series got an update. Daytime running lights have been added. Halogen and LED headlights. A rope on the front protection. Alright. New sounds. So, there you go. There's that one in a nutshell. Okay, we got Zara. What is Zara? The original authors of the map of Farming Simulator 22 are Don Ben and... Okay. Shared mods. Well, Zara. It's got a new map here. Looks like it's a map. Looks like it's a pretty decent little map at that. And we can get this. Fixed number of technical errors. This is 5 days ago, and you get this at shared mods. So let's see what shared mods has got to offer with it. See if we can get it. Don't look like we can. So we'll keep this in mind. Zarya. We might find it somewhere else. Now, that's a possible map here. It was sprung on 3 hours ago, so you might be able to get it. There's another map. Sprung in 3 hours ago. Let's do shared mods. Remake a version 1 from Farming Simulator 25. Fixed errors. What's the map look like, guys? I mean, well, that looks what the map looks like, so. Don't worry about that one later. Looks like we got ourselves a nice little loader in. BMLM 848. Looks like it's got all kinds of wow, look at the change log on that. And that's at shared mods also. Alright. Not much there, guys, on that one. Hey, welcome in. Getting towards the end of this. We got a 53-foot step deck. Good one for logging. Looks like it's got either a flatbed or you can put the rails on it. Cool, cool, cool. And that is downloadable through Roughneck Modding Crew. So, HIO, that's another Roughneck. Nice. You know, but the Roughneck, it's a good one. These got pretty good stuff, guys. Alright, page 5. Looks like we got a few more from Roughneck Modding in here. They're trailers. Economic analyzer. Okay, what is this? 2027 Harpersters Scrub Onions. Alright. Looks like it's got a capacity of 30,000, a speed of 15 kilometers an hour, and onion ready. Discord.gg, da 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 da. So we go through Modfire to go ahead and get that one. Alright. Looks like we're popping into some more here. Not bad. The Ferguson pack. Is this a Massey Ferguson? Oh. That's some funky looking tractors. Look at that bad boy. Oh my gosh. It'd almost be worth grabbing just to have it on the farm, you know? Oh my gosh. The little gray Frugal returns to Fs25. This mod pack was originally created by the North Modding Company for Fs19. And I have managed to convert most of it to Fs25. Alright. And you can get that through shared mods. Oh, that's a badass looking little tractor. That one right there. Man, that came right out of like a movie. Had to have. I mean, that's just got that look. They're cool as hell looking though. I gotta give it that. Alright, I might have to come back and pick that up. That's through shared mods. Looks like we got ourselves here is working with a 15 to 40 meters. It must be a spreader of some sort. Yeah, it must be like lime and manure and whatnot. Doesn't really say, not much of a description. We got a Dodge Ram 5500. Stack bed. Stake bed. Looks like it's a flatbed that can haul a lot of stuff. Strobe flasher, parenting. You know, the one thing it surprises me on each and every one of these mods that you don't have a Dodge transmission shop sitting there, because everybody knows if you own a Dodge, you need to buy 2 more transmissions so you can get 150,000 miles out of it. Those 727 Hyperglides, they were supposed to be the best, but I put them in any one of my Dodges I've got sitting out there. I'll blow it in a week. Any 727. Guarantee you I will destroy it. Okay. We got a school bus. Nice. Yes, I bypassed the one up top about the backgrounds and stuff because it's been in and out and in and out and in and out. So I don't care about it. It's cosmetics. I mean, the custom background pack, it's been in here so many times. Cows Farm. Which one is this? This is the cows, the small one or the big one? This is the small one, of course. Because there is 2. There's a 4X and that's a 2X version. And looks like we are to yesterday's already. Alright. So they washed out. This is today's mods on this page. What we got today. Two updated maps and the two newer maps. I'm just kind of doing for the recap for the people that weren't in here earlier. Here is the Valley Falls, which has no required mods. Take a look at the map there. And I did download this, so I'll probably be doing a map tour later on. But it is a pretty map from what I see. Looks like you're going to get a couple of, I bet this is off the start farm. I bet these are yours. But this is what you'll find in your mod hub. And the what speed limit, I didn't go over in the last one, but this basically all this does is if you've got a harvesting speed of 5 miles, 10 miles an hour in this field, with this mod, what speed limit? We'll stick that, pull this behind a 200 mile an hour tractor or semi, and we'll go plow some fields. No speed limit. You can get one of those fast harvesters that are just souped up to haul ass, and there you go. Just make sure you got the capacity to go with it, because if you got 8,000 and you're hauling ass, 2 strips, you're done, and you unload, unload. But there is not much more in the way of mods, but we have not taken a look at here. This is the other mod hub. And we're going to kind of cruise through this and see what it might have compared to what we had. If you weren't here, I'll even I kind of like this one. This was movable mirrors. It's in the store. And you got to kind of look at the mirror right here. You can see the red here, and then when you click this one, it's down. The red thing's up here in the corner, but now it's looking more at the ground. Yeah, you can move your mirrors. But my thing is, I've looked out the windows on my tractors and my cars and everything, you know, look over and see the mirror, and it's just just a blurry image anyway, so don't look. So far, it doesn't look like they really had anything in here that's different. They've got all the maps. Let's jump up to number 4, because we know it's all going to be the same. Yep, there's still the floodlights. Thrift event? What the okay, what's this? Thrift event. Update. Burglary system fixed. Before now, burglary per night, multiple burglaries could occur in one night, maximum 1 burglary per night. Night trigger, multiple trigger possible via update loop. No, is the only. Oh, okay, so. Okay, the Sleep Event mod brings more excitement and variety to everyday life on the farm. At night, there's a possibility that a thief will enter your farm. After a short time, random damage is caused, which is deducted from your farm's account. The amount of damage is variable and can be fully or partially covered by insurance, and insurance fee is automatically deducted daily. If the damage is below the insurance limit, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, same as before, so. LPG Ackendorf.de. Okay, yeah, I'm not even going to. Doesn't even look like a real freaking link, so no thank you. Alright, back to the school bus. I mean, you can find some different unique mods. It's just whether you want to trust them or not. That's what I'm finding out. Ruth Winkle map. Wow. That's the map, huh? And even the cow's like, wow. Not much thought went into this one. But that could be a map for you. I am not judging. Economic analysis of production points. This guy's been coming out with a lot of cool mods. I gotta say that. I mean, this is the same guy. He's got some killer mods. Kind of cool. Direct download. Damn, that's huge. Anyway, I'll let you guys read on that. I don't have my glasses right now, so it's hard for me to read that. And page, I never go to 6, because house, 4 bed, 4 bath. Okay. Well, that'd been nice if it would have been like, you know. Now watch, you probably can't even get into it. Used equipment marketplace. Market. Huh? The concept. Key features. Wow. Standard cells in Farming Simulator are random and shallow. Market Hub is designed for players who want a hardcore economy or realistic roleplay experience. It bridges the gap between starting from nothing and owning a multi-million-dollar fleet. So, looks like you could, platform is itch.io exclusive, save game, impact, ultra lightweight, multiplayer, fully sync optional, script, whatever, and compatible Farming Simulator 25 PC and Mac. This shop has always felt a bit static. Market Hub changes that the way you look at machinery. It introduces a dynamic, logic-based, used equipment ecosystem that forces you to balance your budget against mechanical reliability. Why buy brand new when you can find a diamond in the rough? And Green Mountain Modding at itch.io. So, there you go. And then we're back to the small garden, chipping wood sawmill. Yeah, we're back to the same stuff. All right, so that pretty much wraps up what's out there. And I'm going to close that out. Go back into my game. And like I said, I have gotten this one, the Valley Falls. So I will probably be doing a map review on that one here shortly, but that will wrap up what's new for mods and what's new for maps on this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope some of this was informative. And if the Courseplay GPS extension, I mean, everything's here that you're going to need. So enjoy, guys. And I hope you all have a lovely day. And I will see you on the next one. I'll probably be on here in another hour. I gotta wait for people to wake up before I make too much noise in here, and kind of want to get the map set up so I can do a tour. So look forward to that tour on Valley Falls here in about an hour. All right. Peace. Catch you on the next one.